Wow. And I thought talking about Man of Steel and having a negative opinion on that film was a tough review to do. Wow. I just saw a political documentary called Citizen Koch. Now, Koch not being the drink that we love, the soda drink, but the brothers that just have a lot of money and use that money to make their political influences and dabble with all that stuff. That I have to say, I'm not the person you want to, pretty much qualified to talk about that. I'm a guy who likes movies, and I do like documentaries, whether they talk about a subject I understand or not. Now, when it comes to politics and the real world and real life, I've never really liked it. I've never really understood it, and even though I know in the film business it's a very political game, especially when it comes to big films and small films, especially during the award season, so I know that there's politics everywhere. I understand that. But when it comes to, politics, Republicans, Democrats, independents, all that kind of stuff, my little small brain just doesn't compute. It's just something that never really interests me, and it's kind of been that way ever since school. I mean, even when it became a popularity contest, when people would run for little classes or political things in even elementary school, it always felt like something that never really interested me. It just felt like, okay, there are always going to be a clear winner, and there really is no two choices. There really, in my belief, there really is no two choices. There's always a clear winner. And that can be even said for something that I really enjoy, the Academy Awards. There's always a clear winner. Sometimes there might be a surprise here or there, but there's always a clear winner. And in this documentary, it examines the people that are probably really running the show. The people that have the money, the people that can sway political office and make changes. It's the people that have the money, and that's what this film really examines. It examines lots of things that I have to say I was a little lost at times. Haven't been a person that is this subject is not something I'm really into or really care about. But we get to see a lot of things. We get to see the political influences that are happening throughout the world, especially in the last 5 years with the elections that are going on, the presidents. To my surprise, a lot of this film is about Wisconsin and what's happened in that state over the last 5 years. So if you're aware of that, you'll be maybe interested in seeing this film. And then it examines some of the people that ran for president that didn't really have the money influences to back up their campaigns, so they never really got to be a part of the debates when all the debates were going on, whether they were Democrat or Republican. So without getting too political, because I'm not a political person, I'm going to try and judge this movie as a movie and as a documentary and as being informative. And I feel like for the most part this movie is very informative, even though it's really trying to throw a lot at you in a short period of time. This movie is less than 90 minutes, and there's a lot of information that is going on in this film that is just, you really have to pay attention. I really tried my hardest to pay attention and try to absorb everything. And if I was really interested in the subject matter that was going on here, I might do some research afterwards. But I'm ready just to see the next movie. I'm ready to see the next documentary. It's a well-made film. It's definitely edited well, and there's a lot of great interviews from both sides of the fence. I feel like this movie does have an agenda. At the same time, I feel like it does try and take both sides, but more of it's a one-sided film. I do believe it's a one-sided film, but. It's a good movie. It was interesting for the most part. I thought it was going to be longer. Some places it said it was almost 2 hours, and then it ended so short, and I found out it was like less than 90 minutes. So, for the most part, I was interested and I was invested, and I was really like, okay, since I'm not really, I don't really follow any of these political ideas that are going on right now. I felt like, okay, well, I didn't know that happened. I didn't know that happened. I didn't know that was going on. So maybe I'm partially to blame that I really just don't care. Sorry about that. But if you are interested and you give a damn about this stuff that's going on, especially in the political world, whether you're Democratic or Republican, this might be something you might be interested in seeing. I just wish it would. I wish I could keep it right here. I just feel like it just bounces off. It just bounces off my head, and it never really sticks. I never feel like it's that interesting. But I do like a good documentary, whether the subject's about, you know, stuff that I'm not really interested in real life, or it's about something that, you know, I really care about. And this being a documentary that I really didn't care about the subject matter, I felt like it was a very interesting film. And I felt like it was a good, well-made documentary that'll definitely make me think, though I don't know if this documentary is trying to make me think a certain way. And, you know, I don't know. I would like to see a documentary that feels like it's letting the audience decide what's going on. And I feel like this documentary is definitely one-sided, but there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, there's probably too much going on in about 90 minutes of time, and I feel like this probably could have been better if it maybe was a series of films on television, or maybe a documentary that was at least 3 hours, because there's just so much happening in a short period of time that I did feel a little lost and a little confused. Sorry about that. Blame it on me. I don't really want to blame it on the filmmakers per se, just blame it on myself for being a person that's just not really interested in the subject matter. But I really wanted to give it a chance because I like documentaries, and it did look interesting from the trailers. So in the end, I hope that made some sense. If it didn't, so be it. On to the next movie, but I would give Citizen Koch, not the drink, I would give this film a solid 3 stars out of 4. I'm MovieManCHAD. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter, and I'm on Facebook, and please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. Also go to Long Beach Acting and Film Association right here on Facebook and Twitter. Please also go to MoviePilot.com, and if you've enjoyed this video review somehow, whether I made sense or not, I feel like I didn't make any sense. But I felt like this movie made some sense. You know, if you enjoyed my video, please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Again, have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and a wonderful life, and I'll see you at my next movie review. Peace be with you, my friends.